I hope you're very good. I'm Veronica and I'm back with a new video on Scope International. So today I'm going to keep talking about the book of Ishota when we cashing the Ainanti. So this time we are in chapter 5, and so as I said, when you are soaking message, the previous chapter was focused on the testimony. Chapter 4, testimony of Bishop with me when he enters, when he was students, and then when he was actually seeking Jesus, like seeking God, seeking in his ministry. When he was seeking his ministry, he was basically sucking messages and sucking again and again, and also he has to um he accounted a glory of God, such as that he was seeking the message when he was sleeping in his room, and then something answered him, and something said to him, "From today you can preach and teaching." This was true sucking messages. So this following one is going to be focused on chapter 5, cash and anointing of Bishop Dawemi. So it says, anyone who listens to tap and reads book will receive a greater and laser extent of anointing. Some people are not impressed or moved by the message. Some are even offended by it. And Jesus said, "Blessed he that is not offended in me." Some people are excited by the message. Some cannot remember anything. They just know that this was a good message. As you listen to the tape, you learn the message, you learn the word, you acquire the knowledge contents. Some people stop at this point. But others are for even further. I went further without even knowing that I was doing. Somehow, it was not the knowledge contents that I was after. Somehow, it was the knowledge content that I was after. It was the knowledge I had virtually assimilate all the facts that were being shared after few times of listening to the tape. My love for the word made me expose myself to the anointing without even knowing it. I remember being blessed by the messages of pastor of youth church in Los Angeles, California. I had a few videos of his door I thoroughly enjoy. I would watch this video over and over and again. And I watched this pastor preaching in a church. I decided to have a church like that and to preach as well as it did. Only a day I was preaching in my church, walking up down the hallway, for the Spirit of the God told me, "This is it." Suddenly dawned me that I was walking the step of the pastor that I watched and listening to for years. I was teaching and preaching like he did. I was pastoring a church which I was a large I had seen on the tape. You see, when the anointing is on you, you will do certain things, specific things in your ministry. Do you want to have a big church? Catch the anointing. Catch the anointing. Someone is a bigger church? Do you want to be an evangelist? Look around and see what God is as for you. That have listened to this stuff and read this book, the anointing will follow the specific and the training. The anointing is like your God. Those certain things you have to just use and direct when you want to. Every anointing has a way of working so hard to achieve specific results. The anointing that was on Elijah made him to several things. Do you want to be a teacher of the word? Then follow someone who has teacher anointing. The anointing is very specific. The healing anointing is different from the teaching anointing, which is also different from the pastoral anointing. Elijah miraculous caused 3 years of drought. He multiplied the mills and oil and window, caused the resurrections of young boys and called fire from heaven. Elijah did similar things. He also caused years of drought, performance, healings, and multiply of windows oil. It is interesting to note that Elijah did exactly twice as many ministers than Elijah. Elijah did 60 miracles and Elijah did 32 miracles. Elijah has the double portion of Elijah anointing. The anointing is very specific substance that make you achieve certain things. You can desire specific minister anointing. God may have put in your heart to achieve certain things in the ministry. Elijah went for Elijah anointing without any apologize to anyone. If you catch the anointing, which is certain person, you will do similar things because it is the same anointing. John the Baptist also carried out Elijah anointing. There were many similarities between the ministry of John the Baptist and Elijah ministry. Both of them had dramatic ministry, and both of them confronted the king. Both these men were familiar with the desert and solitude. They wear the same type of garments and lived simple. Both of them had the ministry terminated by queen. Benefit from tip. In order to get the maximum benefit from tip, you must listen to it in a vision of eventually receiving a impartation of the anointing. Listen to tap spirit time in experience. In my experience, this is different from listening many different type of same ministry. When you want to get a level of description in the next chapter, stay with the tap you enjoy. Listen to tap and constantly and listen to them while it's praying and fasting. Allow yourself to receive the gift of God that is ministered to you. You must be open to the man of God who is ministering. You must receive him with admiration and with love, otherwise we get nothing from him or adore him. But as many as receive him, to them give the power. John 1:12. So in this case, the chapter 5, catch the anointings, and this chapter. We're going to see the chapter 6 is coming the next video. So thank you very much for those who listen to me, and then see you later for the next video.